Good morning, ma. Welcome to Alpha Online Education Commerce Theory part for the first years, and the chapter which we are dealing with, that is the business activities, and the part is 7th. So in this part 7 we are going to know about the differences, distinction between the industry, commerce and trade. What are the differences between these three? We have studied about the industry and the classification of the industry. We have studied about the trade and the importance of the trade, classification of the trade, it is classified. Yes, we have studied about the commerce. It is has two branches, and we have discussed about the importance of the commerce. Yes, we have studied those all the things, and this is the final topic of this chapter 2, that is business activities. So in this topic we are going to compare each and everything. What is commerce? We are comparing it with the industry. What is industry? We are comparing with the trade and commerce. So we are comparing three, and we are seeing the what are the major differences between these three. Let us start the topic. The first is meaning. What's the meaning of the industry? As we know, meaning means industry is a production of goods and services. Industry means production of goods and services. Industry is a place where the production of goods and services will be takes place. It is a place of production of goods and services. It is a place we get goods and services produced by the producers. Okay. What is commerce? It is distribution of goods and services. Distribution of goods and services is the commerce. Then what is trade? Buying and selling of goods and services. Buying and selling of goods and services, that is trade. Industry means production of goods and services. Commerce means distribution of goods and services. Trade means buying and selling of goods and services. This is the meaning of the trade, commerce, industry. This is the most important question. It may be asked for 5 marks. Very, very important question. Okay. Next, creation of utility means what kind of utility this creates. Okay. So, creation of utility, the industry will create the firm utility. You know firm utility? In economics you have the firm utility. Firm utility means, for example, see, we have wood. Yes, we have wood. Wood ante chekka. Yes, we have wood. Wood is a raw material. Yes, it is a raw material. How we can utilize this wood? By making table, by making chair, or by making any kind of furniture that can be made with the wood. This furniture is in the form, అంటే ఒక రూపంలో ఉంది. చైర్ ఒక రూపం, కూర్చునే విధంగా ఉంది. వుడ్ మీద పోయి కూర్చుంటావా? కూర్చొని క్లాసెస్ వినగలుగుతామా? లేదు. ఎస్, టేబుల్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ కన్వీనియంట్ టు రైట్. చైర్ టు సిట్. సో there is some type of form. Everything should be in particular form. For example, if there is a rice, only rice, okay, cook cheyaleru, rice undi, curry undi, tinagalugutamma? No, it should be in the form of boiled. Adi boiled avali rice boiled ayi adi koddiga mettaga soft ga aithe we will add curry and we will eat. It should be in particular form. So, create the form utility. Industry with what it will do? It take the raw material and it convert those raw material into particular form. Yes, it will convert the raw material into particular form, means it will convert it into certain good. Yes. Next, creates the person, place, time, utility, etc. What's the commerce is doing? It doing the person utility by what? By the trade. With the help of trade, it creating the person utility. Place, by the transportation. Time, by the storage, warehousing. So, it is providing by the commerce. Commerce providing us different types of utilities. Financial problem, we have the banks. Awareness problem, or we have in order to know the knowledge, we have the communication system. Yes, for the promotion, we have the advertisement. Yes, these all are providing by the commerce. Yes, next, trade creates only position utility. It creates position utility. It means that it will be available in certain position, means in certain place. What it means, trade means it will be available in certain place in the market. Yes, it creating a market utility. If you want to buy piece of bread, where you will go? You have to go to market. There the piece of bread is available. Or you have to bring the raw material what is required to prepare the bread. Yes, for that also you have to go to the market. Means what here? The trade is creating what utility? Position utility. It creating a position utility. Next, capital. In order to start the industry, we require huge amount of capital. In order to start the industry, we have to purchase the we have to purchase the machineries. We have to purchase the raw material. We have to hire some of the employees, some of the workers, some of the laborers. Yes, we have to take electricity. We need electricity facilities. We need transportation facilities. These all things that are required for the industry. That's why the capital of the industry is very huge. Very huge. Huge ante chala ekwa. Okay, huge capital we required. Later, commerce required less capital. Why? Because it is just a distribution of goods and services. Between that, there are some of the mediators like wholesalers, retailers. There what will they do? They will distribute. So no need of any kind of capital here. Whatever are producing in the industry, those are sent for distribution. So it does not require more capital. Less capital is sufficient compared to the industry. Okay. Next, here also for the trade also there is no need of more capital. If you purchase one truck, or if you purchase one lorry, or if you purchase any kind of thing, any kind of ship like that, it's enough. There is no need to bring all the things like raw material, workers, employees. This is all not necessary. Yes, this is not necessary. So the capital is also very less in the trade. The capital is totally less for the trade. Next, risk. See, when the capital is more, then the risk will be more. Yes, this is interlink factor. When there is more capital, the risk will be more. So here we have the high risk as compared to the commerce and trade. Industry will have more risk. It is very risky because its investment is more, capital is huge. So here the risk is there in the industry. Whereas come to the commerce, we have less capital and we have less risk. The risk factor is also very low as compared to the industry. Okay. Next, trade. Low risk than the industry. Here also low risk. Why? Because they are less capital, low risk. Less capital, low risk. Huge capital, more risk. Next, elements. What are the elements that are covered by these industry, commerce and trade? What they are covering? See, the industry will cover the genetic industry, extractive industry, manufacturing industry and construction industry. Yes, these are the things that is covered by the industry. We know what is genetic industry. Two types of different species we will join to bring a new species of plant or animal. Extractive industry, extraction of oil or any kind of minerals. Next, manufacturing industry. In the manufacturing industry, we have number of types of classification. Analytical industry, Yes, synthetic industry. Now, these all are come under the manufacturing industry, what we have discussed. Construction. The construction industry means it is related with the construction of buildings, dams, canals, projects. Yes, those are fall under the category of construction industry. Let us move to the commerce. Commerce means trade and aids to trade. Trade means it is classified into home trade, foreign trade. Aids to trade means it is providing the services, it remove the difficulties. It remove the difficulties. Aids to trade means it remove the difficulties which are in trade. While doing the trade, whatever the difficulties are present, those difficulties can be removed by the aids to trade. It will help for the smooth functioning of the distribution of goods. Yes, so that is about aids to trade. Now, place of work, where these industries are located, the farms. Industries are in the form of farms, means companies, mines. Yes, next workshops, factories. These all considered as an industries. Yes, commerce, from one place to another place. It is duty is only to distribution. Distribution is the main theme of the commerce, right? Distribution is the most important thing for the commerce. So it moves from one place to the another place. And later we have the trade. Trade, where will we go for the trade? Trade will be done in the market. So we have to go for the market to purchase certain good or to get certain services. Okay. Next, work, ownership and control. Who control and who is the owner means by industrialist. Industrialist is the owner and he will control all the industrial activities. Whatever the production activities are going on in the industry, that is completely controlled by the industrialist. Whereas come to commerce, that are by the merchants. Merchant means mediators. Some of the mediators are present in the distribution time. Wholesalers, retailers, these all are the mediators. Those all called as merchants. Okay, wholesalers, retailers, these all called as merchants, mediators. These will control the total commerce. Okay, and afterwards we have traders. Who are the traders? An individual who do the trade. Yes, what is a trader? Who is a trader? An individual who do the trade. Ever trade chestado, aa vyaktini trader antunam, right? So this is about the differences between the industry, commerce and trade. These are the differences. Let us move to the next topic, that is interrelationship. What is the interrelationship between the trade, industry, commerce and trade? Actually, business means business equals to, this is the formula, just like how you have formulas in mathematics, in the same way there is a formulas for the commerce also. So what is it? Business equals to industry plus commerce. Business equals to industry plus commerce. Then commerce equals to trade plus aids to trade. Then commerce equals to trade plus aids to trade. Okay. What is business? Business means industry plus commerce. Commerce equals to trade plus aids to trade. Then commerce, what is this? Trade, foreign trade, aids to trade. Okay, trade, foreign trade, aids to trade. So trade means exchange of goods and services. Yes, we have written here buying and selling of goods and services. Yes, buying and selling of goods and services. Home trade, foreign trade. Home trade means the trade which is taken place within our nation, that is home trade. Foreign trade, if the buying and selling of the trade activities which are done with other countries, that is foreign trade. And the home trade is classified into trade is classified into home trade and foreign trade. Yes. Now the foreign trade, yes, foreign trade is again classified into three categories. Yes, home trade is classified into foreign trade is classified into three categories. What are those three categories? Actually commerce means, wait a second, Actually, commerce means we have only two. One is trade and another one is aids to trade. In that we have home trade and foreign trade. For the foreign trade we have these all things. What are those things? Export trade, import trade and entry port trade or re-export trade Commerce is broadly classified into how many categories? Two categories. One is trade and another one is aids to trade. And trade is classified into home trade, foreign trade. Home trade means within the country. Foreign trade means with other country. And the foreign trade is again classified into export trade, import trade, entry port trade. That is clear, right? Next, aids to trade means the services, transportation, banking. Yes, transportation means we have airways, waterways, landways. Yes, we have different types of ways, railways. Those fall under the category of transportation. Banking means bank providers, short-term loans, long-term loans, okay, medium-term loans, overdraft facility, bill discounting. These all providing by the bank. Advertisement means we know radios, televisions, internet, yes, newspapers. These all provide the advertisement regarding the particular products. Yes, communication, whether it is oral communication or written communication, it will bring certain type of awareness about the particular good. Yes, just like price of the good, discount allowed it for the good, okay, and some other things. What are the types of what we say, some type of offers which are offering by the companies, that can be know with the communication. Warehousing, storing of the goods, that comes under the category of warehousing. Insurance, we required insurance in order to overcome with the problem of risk. The business has a risk. That risk can be overcome, that risk can be bear by taking the insurance. The insurance company will bear the risk, whatever the risk that is there in the business. Yes, we have two types of insurances. One is life insurance, that is LIC, and general insurance, that is GIC. Okay, general life insurance and general insurance. So general insurance will be done for the assets and life insurance is done for the human beings. Okay, for the human beings, life related things. Okay, for which have the life, for that we will do life insurance, and which don't have the life, non-movable things, for that we will provide the general insurance. General insurance for factory, okay, for the assets of the factory, or those are any machineries, furniture, whatever it may be there, that will be fall under the category of general insurance. Insurance for the employees, insurance for the employees provident fund, whatever it may be, that will be related with the life insurance. Insurance for the workers, laborers, those all come under the life insurance, and the remaining which don't have the life, that come under the general insurance. So this is about the interrelationship between the industry, commerce and trade. So business means industry plus commerce. Again the commerce means trade plus trade equals trade plus aids to trade. This is about the interrelationship. So by these we completed our second chapter, right? Let's meet in the third chapter, part 1.